Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on DC Superhero Girls Final Crisis comic review. Now, in case you didn't know, DC Superhero Girls is a popular toy lineup, similar to Bratz or Barbie, but except having teenage female superhero girls in high school. And you question how characters like Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn are in a superhero school, even though they're kind of villains. So let's go on the story. It mainly starts off how Wonder Woman is saying, Kira and I used to be friends, but if I saw her at Capes and Cows after school, it'd probably wave. And so it turns out that the whole thing is a part of a training thing, and as well, Wonder Woman managed to successfully do well at PE, and yet you've got Wildcat as a teacher. Yeah, I'm actually surprised they didn't use Black Canary or Mr. Terrific for, the PE teacher. And thanks coach, see you at finals tomorrow. And so we see the other sort of superheroes, Blue Beetle, Animal Man, Green Lantern, Hawk, and so pretty much Grodd says, shut your traps and open your ear holes. Principal Wow has got an announcement. Yeah, you question how they disallowed. Now, I do see Amanda Waller becoming kind of a teacher. But again, I could have saw someone else filling in the role. And so Amanda was like, thank you, vast Principal Grodd. Students, as you know, tomorrow is semester finals. To pass, you must demonstrate that your powers have improved since your entrance exhibition. Finals begin tomorrow at 9. Do not be late. Now, when you think about it, shouldn't there be a different class for Green Lantern, or ones without powers, like, I don't know, Batgirl, also like Harley Quinn? That's not gonna look great. So, afterwards, Supergirl says, I left my stealth suit project in my locker. Gotta go. And so we introduce to the fashion sheet. Goes, emergency, emergency. What's wrong, Mr. Crazy Quilts? Emergency of the worst sort. And so, as everyone explains, he mainly calms down. And they're like, Cortana, here, Harley Quinn. Right here, Quiz. That's Crazy Quilts to you. Sure thing, Mr. Q. Supergirl? Anyone seen Supergirl? No, not me. And so Batgirl sees Supergirl flying off and says, I think she wasn't feeling well. And you can tell that she probably knows what she's feeling and is flying off. Yeah, I'm actually surprised no one is going to stop her. So she flies back and says, I had to get out of there. And so she manages to go back to the Kent farm. Now, I'm actually surprised there isn't a kind of counselor like Dr. Fate, or maybe, I don't know, like someone like Dr. Leland or Leslie Tompkin, like Supergirl. And so she crashes right into the barn, where Jonathan and Martha Kent show up to ask what's going on. Now, actually a fun fact, in one of the DC Supergirl movies, they actually did had the actor who played Clark from Lois and Kent, and Supergirl from the Supergirl film for Jonathan and Martha Kent. So it's kind of like that nice little reference. And says, nothing yet, but something worse, something bad. It's finals! And so Supergirl mainly explains why she's so dressed up about finals is because before Krypton exploded, Supergirl mainly still lived on Krypton and was the only kid in her school who rode a horse named Comet. Now, if you ever read the Silver comics, you do see the kind of sick and dark storylines it had. And so she makes it to school, where they're like, "Oh, way, whoa, look at Kara. Who wants a horse when you can have her? La. Hey, Kara. Aerox 8999 telecommunicated. They want their mode of transformation back." And so they bully Kara, and she shows up late, where she's like, "You'll be up first, Kara." "Sorry I'm late." And you can tell it's the kind of the teacher's way of saying, "You're late, you're gonna go first." I do have a theory that the teacher's doing this just to get back at her for probably something her family did to him. And so she explains her experiment that she shows off, but realizes that Comet is being released. Yeah, I'm actually surprised there's no kind of hall monitors or anything on Krypton. So, despite Supergirl's experiment working, it causes the roof to go up, where she manages to get Comet to calm down. And despite Supergirl's best attempts, saying, "At least my solution worked, does that mean I passed?" "I've never seen such carelessness and neglect. You're lucky no one got hurt." And so, despite Supergirl's experiment working, she still fails. And she's like, and Martha's like, "You poor thing. If those girls were there, I'd give them a piece of my mind." Now, when you think about it, I don't think he would. I think he'd be begging for mercy while they kicked him around like a football. And pretty much Supergirl's like, "That's why I can't go back to Superhero High. What if it happens again?" "Ah, Pumpkin, if you don't go back and give those finals everything you've got, those bullies would win." Now, when you think about it in a dark sort of way, the bullies are dead, so technically Kara does win by default, meaning that she has got the last laugh. And so she's like, "You're right, I have to take that test. Nobody can stop me." And so Supergirl says one goodbye to Jonathan and Martha Kent and flies off. Well, we have a guy who is meant to be Lex Luthor, Kryptonite darts, Supergirl, and cross the name off a list of people. So I'm going to have to end it there. There might be a part 2 when I can, so Comic Review here, signing out.